missed it. So sorry. My initial pouring and sprinkling of the acrylic inks from Sennelier. A lot lighter, darker than I wanted it to be. Let's do the old application. Ooh, looks like clouds. Works for me. Let's throw that away. More paper towels. Shake up that yellow. It's called primary yellow. Busy making green here. This is a gesso board from Artist Loft or Master's Touch. One of those. Master's Touch, so I got it at Michael's. Okay. My last experience with this much water on a board is that it took 2 hours to dry before I could get to the main event. But I thought I would work with a pastel background. I don't think I need to add the white here. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. And see, I've got these edges, but I'm going to paint them with the acrylic paint when I'm done. So that's not a concern. And what's going to live on this piece of board? A beautiful cardinal. We're going to let this dry, and then I'm going to draw it in. All right, everything is dry. I drew out the cardinal and a branch that the cardinal is resting upon. It's going to be a he because it's all red. And I'm going to pick out my colors. Some ochre, and sienna. Okay. Whee! Possibly black. What red have I got here? I have naphtha red and rouge, which is also a red. Let's have a white. Don't need the yellow. Holding on to the green. Might need the yellow. Don't need the blue, so the blues can go in the box. Now, trying to determine which of the two reds I'm going to use, but I want to see the out of the little tubes. This is naphtha red. This is primary red. They don't look that different, actually. Well, I think the cardinal is a little bit closer to the naphtha red. I'll go with that. Get those out of the way. Okay. Touch of the green. I'm going to do a few leaves. Might need some yellow on it, so I'm going to have a touch of the yellow as well. And for the bird, I'm going to use a little bit of the sienna. There is some brown within the bird. And then the branch, I'm going to use a touch of that as well. Now, the Sennelier and acrylics dry very quickly. I'm going to work on the branch that the bird is resting on. And we're going to use the ochre and the sienna. Here we go. Now this is very light. It's almost a glaze. I find it covers, I just want to make sure I got that last piece covered. There we go. It covers the area behind very nicely. It doesn't take very much paint at all. It will also dry very quickly. And I think I'm going to take a touch of this yellow and give a little lightening. Lighten the branches a bit. Okay. Now let's take a smaller round brush. Sort of square edge on that brush. There we go. Take a bit of a green. It's a little too much water there. Okay. Just a little too much water. It's a soft paint. Okay, and look at that. I don't want to overdo it. I just want touches of it. I need a very fine brush. For the twigs to come up. Okay. That's really all I needed. Just fine touches, just to add something extra, and now I can get back to work on the Cardinal. What shall I do? Let's see. Oh, let me move in with this number 4 brush. So I want to work on the beak and the mask. It really doesn't take a lot of water. I'm covering up the eye because I'm actually going to define the eye with white. Okay. And we'll go back and do darkening around those. Oh, dropping water on my painting. Fortunately, it's acrylic, and once it's dry, it doesn't get lifted up. Now I'll create shadows around the feet or the claws of the bird on the branch. Okay. Now, let's move into this, a 9. I have a bird feeder and many cardinals in varying stages of growth come by, so I had some photos that weren't so great, but I got the body, and I am essentially just doing the cardinal from memory. I have painted many pictures of cardinals. I'll be making up this coloring as I go along, I guess. Just want to make sure I cover up those white lines. The nice thing about, or one of the many nice things about acrylic paints, like gouache or oil, we can cover up what's beneath it. So I can paint a background and then feel very comfortable that what I'm going to put on top of it will fit perfectly, like an overcoat or a sweater. Now I'm going to take a touch of the, what was that? The sienna. Touch of the red. Well, keep dripping water. And take a touch of the black, touch of the sienna. Okay, now I'm going to take a touch of this yellow over here and of the red, and a little more yellow, and a little more red, and brighten it up. There we go. That would be, I guess, Brewster barking. We have 2 dogs. I left the door open. People are outside in their world, and obviously they don't appreciate it. Yeah. So touch here, I've got a white speck. Okay. And I take a little bit more black here. Okay. Moving back to a number 4 brush, round. I am going to take this and a touch of the black and the sienna. I had it going over here, but I think that's already dry, so. Takes very little paint. Okay, let me stand back and take a look. And by standing back and taking a look, I mean I stand up and I look through the lens of my camera. And oh my goodness, you are gorgeous. And really, the piece is finished. This is an 8x8-inch gesso board. I'm going to just paint the edges of this off camera. You certainly don't need to watch me do that, but then I'll show you the finished product when it's dry. And, oh, I'm thinking I can actually sign my work now. Ooh. Need to find something. Okay. Aside from painting in the edges, this piece is complete. It was beautiful. The inks laid out beautifully. They were, you'll see that in the beginning. And the Sennelier acrylics lay on beautifully, dry quickly. It's almost as quickly as a gouache, really, but so thick, so rich, so absolutely beautiful. And I thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this brief video. It's real time even. If you have followed me before and if you're returning, I really appreciate your support. And if you're new to my channel, I would appreciate a thumbs up if you like the video. And I would like it if you'd care to subscribe to this video. At any rate, we'll see you again soon. You have a wonderful day.